Today in history. It's July 23rd, and let's take you into the past.
We have two events to share with our listeners today, and we'll get to those in just a moment. First, here is our quiz question. In ancient times, the Olympic Games were held in one place only. Was it number one, Olympia, or number two, Wonderland? The question again. In ancient times, the Olympic Games were held in one place only. Number one, Olympia, or number two, Wonderland. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bundy board or text in pounder sharp 1045 on your cell phone. That will cost you 51, but you could win an Usan. And now let's find out what is on our list today. Today in history. In 776 BC, the first Olympic Games were held, and in 1967, actor Philip Seymour Hoffman was born.
기원전 776년 오늘 첫 올림픽 대회가 열렸고요. 1967년에는 미국의 배우 필립 시모어 호프만이 태어났습니다.
Yeah, so we start today with an event that brought together the concept of world sport. And of course, it's the Olympic Games.
And the most widely accepted theory is that it was on this day in 776 BC that the first games took place in the ancient city of Olympic Greece, according to inscriptions listing the winners of a foot race event that took place every 4 years in Olympia.
So the games were held as a means to honor the Greek gods, as well as a political platform to bring peace and solve civil wars among city-states.
The games back then were held at night to avoid the scorching heat of the summer, and like today, they were held every 4 years.
Right. Now, the period of every 4 years actually had a name. The name was Olympiad, and it was used by Greeks as a unit of time measurement. Interesting, right? So
Yeah.
4 years meant Olympiad, hence the Olympics, I guess.
That's right. And according to legend, it was oh my goodness.
Hercules.
Hercules. I was going to say the
Or-
Korean way.
Yeah,
Hercules,
right.
who first used the term Olympic Games and decided that they should take place every 4 years. Moreover, he built the first Olympic venue, which he measured by walking a distance of 200 steps, which was called a stadion, thus giving birth to the word for stadium.
Oh, interesting, right? But the
Yeah.
games were far more strict than they are today. For instance, both athletes and spectators needed to be Greek citizens, and the privilege of watching the games was given to very few selected people from various allied city-states. And according to tradition, a cook from the city of Elis was the first ever Olympic champion.
The ancient Olympic Games continued for nearly 12 centuries until they were banned in 393, only to be reinstated in the 19th century by Baron Pierre de Coubertin.
Ah, I see. All right. Are you a fan of the Olympics? You must be. You're a sports fan.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah?
They're fun to watch.
Do you prefer watching the summer or the Olympic? Or the winter?
I would say the summer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And for me, it doesn't really matter. I just enjoy watching sports on TV.
And you enjoy rooting for your,
Yeah, I mean,
country.
I'm not that patriotic when
No?
it comes to, of course, if Canada wins, then that's great. But if they don't, then that's okay, too. Although Canada does tend to do much, much better in the Winter Olympics than the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, maybe that's why I enjoy watching both. Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, so now let's go all the way to the 20th century when a renowned and acclaimed actor, considered the most ambitious and widely admired actor of his generation by the New York Times, was born. And he was my favorite actor of his time, yeah.
He was, meaning he actually passed away this year, right?
That's right.
Well, he was none other than Philip Seymour Hoffman, who was born this day, today in 1967, and he passed away just in February of this year.
That's right. And he jumped to international fame through the 1992 movie Scent of a Woman. You remember him in that movie?
Scent of a Woman.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Yeah, exactly. That's maybe one of his, I wouldn't call it a lesser known role, but there were so many big roles for him that I think maybe that one gets forgotten a little
Right.
bit.
Was he in Dead Poet Society?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember.
For some reason, I thought that he was in that movie. I'm not sure.
Remember him there. But anyway, yeah, so many great movies. And, you know, the range of roles that he took on extended from scientist and villain to priest, storm chaser, even a nurse.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies that I saw him in was the one with Matt Damon and Jude Law. The Talented Mr. Ripley.
That's right. Oh, that was a really good movie.
That was a fantastic
That was
film,
a good
and
movie.
Philip Seymour Hoffman was perfect in that role, and it was after that that he became one of my favorite Hollywood actors.
Yeah. And his role in the movie called Truman Capote in 2005, now it placed him as one of the most acclaimed actors of the past decades, with the longest gap between Academy Award nominations being 4 years. Well, here is a short clip from the movie Capote.
I asked you not to, ever.
This is absurd. Do you know what absurd means? I'm ready. I have a plane to catch. I found your sister in Tacoma. Maybe she'll talk to me about something useful.
Please don't go out there.
Hey, this is my work, Perry. I'm working. And when you want to tell me what I need to hear, you let me know.
It's sad that he's gone. Yeah, he was a really good actor.
He was fantastic. Yeah. You said that was a really good movie, yeah?
Yeah.
I never saw that film.
It was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But I was just mentioning to you during the clip that the reason I didn't watch it is because I didn't think I would like him in that role. And he was my favorite actor. So I didn't want to tarnish his image in my mind, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, I understand. 어떤 배우가 좋을 때 그 배우로서 좋은데 어떤 영화에서 좀 안 좋은 역할을 맡으면 왠지 싫어질 것 같은 그 느낌. So you were afraid to start disliking him.
Exactly.
So you didn't watch the movie.
So I didn't watch the movie. But I think I'll go back and watch it
Yeah.
now.
Well, eventually he became one of the most in-demand actors in Hollywood. But according to the press, he was remarkably known for being an incredibly humble person, never taking his success and fame for granted.
Yeah, that's right. And
Great guy.
it certainly was a great loss to the Hollywood industry, the film
Yes.
industry, when we lost Philip Seymour Hoffman. All right, well, let's get the answer to the quiz question before we wrap it up for today. The question was, in ancient times, the Olympic Games were held in one place only. And that answer would be number 1, Olympia. Excellent. Okay, now we can move on. And when we come back, it's more John talk.
Yes. John talk.
Yeah. Not John talk. Oh, that sounds good too, doesn't it? Sadie's Kitchen is right around the corner. Here's Whitney Houston, One Moment in Time.